As the room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to smash upon the like button. Let's get it. The name is Law Nation Sports, or you can just say Law Nation. Let's go. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Come on. Shout out to the Sniper Gang. Shout out to the HBOs. You know who you are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on. Hey. Ho. Let's go, baby. Appreciate each and every last one of you all. The name is Law Nation. As we continue to grind and shine, this will be a real short episode because I got to get ready to go to practice. I really appreciate those who support the channel, that rock with the channel, that roll with the channel, and all of that great stuff with the channel. But the evaluation part, the way the Cowboys evaluated the running backs, let's jump right into it. We had Ronald Jones, who on the outside looking in, due to PEDs and due to injuries, he may be a casualty of, man, I messed up, man. He may be a casualty of this right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Come on now, dog.
Come on, man.
Yes, indeed. And on top of that, that's just how the NFL is, man. I've been taking this prescription since I've been in the league. Newsflash, you haven't been playing for the Cowboys. So that prescription that you used to take for your heart, is there a heart in the house tonight? Ain't going to work for you, you know what I'm saying? Because the NFL don't care about your health in that nature when you play for the Cowboys. They care about your health when you play for the Tampa Bay. They care about your health whatever other team you play for the Kansas City Chiefs. They cared about your health then. But now it's a whole nother situation, and situation as it relates to the scenario. It's a whole nother role, right? Ain't that right, y'all? So he's getting the shaft by the NFL. That's just how it goes, unfortunately. All right, so Ronald Jones, he's out the picture. Hunter Luepke, I think that Mike McCarthy may look into that and say, all right, cool. This running back system, we need a fullback. Let me repeat. This running back system, we need a fullback. And it could be that situation and that situation and that situation that we keep him. Do y'all want to keep Hunter? You know, let me know in the chat. Let me know. Shout out to you, Quinn. Appreciate you, Don Harris. Appreciate you, Bubba. Appreciate you, Steve Smith. Appreciate you. Says stand up. Big facts. But there's another running back that's been pretty much dominating everything that we can literally say, that we can literally look out. And that running back is by the name of Deuce Vaughn, Christopher Deuce Vaughn Jr. He's the guy that everybody been saying that maybe he the running back too. Maybe he can be that guy. It started out such that he was on the back end of it, right? And then Ronald Jones' situation happened. He moved up a little slot. Then Malik Davis, he's been hot and cold, and more so on the cold side lately, right? He haven't been showing us or giving us anything. So Deuce went ahead of him. And there's Rico Didal, right? So Mike McCarthy endorsed Rico. Mike McCarthy said, hey, he loved his running style. According to Nick Harris on his beautiful article, he said that he liked what he's seeing out of Rico Didal. And when you have a coach that can stand tall and say good things about you and those type of likes, shoo. It's a situation and scenario that the Cowboys may be looking at this thing as Tony Pollard, Rico Didal, Deuce Vaughn. It could be very much so just that right there, Cowboy Nation. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about that completely? You know, because let me see if I can pull up this article. Here we go. And it says Mike McCarthy on Rico Didal. I love, do y'all read that? Can y'all see that? He said, I love his running style. Shout out to my guy, Nick Harris. He was on the Final Word last week. Be sure to check his articles out. And he says one of the stars of training camp in the preseason has been fourth-year running back Rico Dito as a South Carolina. And shout out to my guy Shango, because he know all about South Carolina products. It started to take command of the Heat as RB2. And when you read a little bit further, he even got like the snippet of the article right here of what he said, So I'm thinking about this right here, Cowboy Nation. When we look at this thing completely and we say to ourselves, Rico, when you look back at the tape, I don't mind. I only had one reservation with Rico. And we ain't talking about charges. I only had one reservation with Rico, and that was my friend health. I mean, it was a hip one year, a shoulder next year. Hip was last year. And then all other knickknacks, paddywhack, give your dog a bone, So hopefully, if he can stay healthy, because we still see the burst, the explosiveness, he can catch out of the backfield. He can be a good blocker, too. And when we spoke to him at SportsCon, I said, man, we didn't hold back no punches. I said, man, you're on the outside looking in. How do you feel about competing? Because they drafted a Deuce Vaughn, right? And they have some guys that people have been talking about, far as the undrafted Hunter Lukey. And he said, I'm going to compete. And I told him, I said, man, if he don't look into this running back spot as I want to be RB1, right? Because he understood that Ronald Jones was in the mix. He understood the draft picks was there. He understood all of the glow for Malik Davis. And I said, man, if you ain't fighting to be number one, you shouldn't even be on this team. Because everybody should be looking at that spot that Tony Pollard in as only as a placeholder. They should be looking at Tony Pollard saying that, hey, he's only here for 1 year. Franchise tag. That could be my spot. I could be RB1. I can be the next Terrell Davis, come out of nowhere that nobody's seen before, right? So those are things that go a long way, not a short way. And we do love the aspect that this dude is hungry. So as RB1, of course, is Tony Pollard, because we can't wait to see that brother. Ooh, woo. Man, we can't wait to see him out there, man. I think there was a stat out there. Let me see if I can find it. Bear with me, guys. We're building it as we fly. We're going to build it as we fly. And it's going to be too small that way, but we'll figure out how to get it on the screen. Bear with me. It's 217. All right, boom. Get up there. Shout out to you. Boom. All right, so I don't know, you got to squint your eyes to see this. It says Pro Football Network, next level. 7.1 yard from scrimmage per touch in the fourth quarter. Cowboys running back Tony Pollard has averaged 7.1 scrimmage yards per touch in the fourth quarter in 2021. This is, I guess, since 2021, I meant to say. This is the best of 36 qualified running backs in the National Football League. Good grief. And there's other rubies and coins and all other things that you can pull up about Tony Pollard. Now, my brother, the twin maker, we got into an argument back and forth. Who's better? Christian McCaffrey, Tony Pollard. And before y'all shank me with the butter knife, because I know.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I know y'all finna shame me like, nah, Law, that's that Homer breath, man. I can smell it, baby. But hold on. If you smell what the law is cooking right now, you know what I'm saying? Because I can tell you that in a right system, Tony gonna cook. In the right system, Tony is gonna cook. And I get some people saying, I say Juan says picking up Taylor would be an asset. Taylor is nice. For those who don't know, Jonathan Taylor, the coach granted his request to be traded. That's a whole nother conversation. We just got from underpaying a running back, right, by the name of Ezekiel Elliott. Right? I don't think that we should turn around and get into another seat of paying Jonathan Taylor, because if it's a 1-year rental deal, yeah, I get all of that. But Jonathan ain't looking for crumbs. He ain't looking for peanuts, walnuts. He ain't looking for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he's going to want something north of whatever big running back that just got paid. Now, granted, that will be nice. Tony Pollard and Jonathan Taylor, all of that good stuff. But what I'm telling y'all right now, don't spoil what you have by desiring something that you don't have. Because at one point in time, the thing that you just have is something that you dream for. And this right here, Cowboy Nation, could be everything. It could be absolutely everything. Tony Pollard, Rico Didal, you know what I'm saying? Deuce Vaughn hit you with the element of surprise. People don't have a lot of tape on Rico. People don't have a lot of tape on Deuce Vaughn. But if you add another running back to the list, that's going to diminish some of the returns that you can get out of a Deuce, out of a Rico, out of a Malik Davis, dare I say. I'm just saying, but granted, Taylor is a phenomenal running back. Phenomenal, but I just don't want us to, yeah. Gregory, he laid it up. Gregory came through that thing and laid it up for me. Health is an issue with Taylor. And the Colts are looking to get something back in return. Right? And last I checked, how many years Taylor been in the league? I'm quite sure there have been teams winning Super Bowls without Taylor, right? And I get it. I get it. I'm not saying that Taylor is trash or anything, but I'm just saying we can roll with what we got. We got some stuff, man. We got Brandon Cooks. We got CeeDee Lamb. We got Michael Gallup. There's only one football. Look, we went 12-5 last year with a Noah Brown. I'm not picking on your Noah Brown and the Noah Brown Ken folks, right? But what I'm just trying to speak the real with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be okay with this running back system, scheme, and philosophy that Big Mike McCarthy is trying to put out there. Yes, indeed. So some of you guys are rejecting the Taylor thing, right? And DC4L JP says Taylor for insurance. That's a high premium, baby. This is, look, that type of insurance is like purchasing insurance with pre-existing conditions, right? It's going to be high premium there, baby. And I'm telling you, it will be good to have that immense amount of insurance, but it's gonna kill you in another category. We still got to pay our own. You know what I'm saying? Taylor is in year 4. So 4 years went by, and some people lifted up a Lombardi without Taylor. And maybe we can be the 5th team to lift up a Lombardi without Taylor. That's all I'm saying. Vaughn will be special if he stays healthy. That's from my guy Ernest Smallwood. Yeah, if Deuce Vaughn can stay healthy, which I believe so, normally, believe it or not, normally those type of statue of guys, they stay healthy. Outside of one guy that played for the Chicago Bears, he just kept getting hurt, and I think his name was Tyreek Cohen or something like that. The smaller running backs, but outside of that, these guys tend to stay healthy. All right, so moving along to the next topic, and I really appreciate each and every last one of you all for being part of the mix here. Running back is king. I encourage you guys to check out the stat line for your mind for the last 10 teams to win Super Bowls or what have you, and let me know what type of running backs they had. They didn't just have just one running back. They had backs. Cohen. That's how you say that man's name. Shout out to you, Steve Smith. Tyreek, he's the only one that stayed hurt, dare I say. Now Steve Smith says Cohen and Deuce have a lot in common. How tall is Cohen? I think Deuce is a whole lot bigger as it relates to pause. Pre-pause. I'm pre-pause. Girth. You know what I'm saying? He's a lot. I can't get out of this. But you guys give him what I'm saying. He ain't as frail as Tyreek Cohen. Can we set the record straight? This echoes Jabril Cox. Losing Demo hurts, but it's not the end of the world.
Jangly echoes $19.99.
Say it, lady.
Can we set the record straight in Jabril Cox? Losing Demo hurts, but it's not the end of the world. Cox is still good. So we'll be fine. And TBH, Cox greater than Mo is a raw player.
That's what she said. I couldn't help but to say it. That's what she said. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh, man. That's what she said. You know what I'm saying? All right, Echoes. I'm gonna say this though about Jabril Cox in Demo, Overshown, Agent Zero. Even though we gave Agent Zero high praise, high hopes, projections, dare I say, and we knew for sure that when we looked down into this, we would say, man, the expectations would be right up here because of where the trend would be at. He haven't literally played a down of football on the next level yet. This all been speculations, and I'm not taking away because we've seen him pick up the playbook, do a whole bunch of great stuff for us. But this is only training camp and preseason football, 1 game and a half. So losing Demo hurts because of the expectations of what he was going to do. But at this point, there's no loss because he never played for us, right? So here's what I'm trying to say here. Jabril Cox, the exact same way. We had high hopes for him. Some people turned the corner on him and turned their backs on him, right? Because of the injury. And not realizing, recognizing that even when we have Dr. Q to call in, for those type of injuries, it's going to take at least 2 years. 1 year, after you come back, you walk around, move around, but it's all about the mindset from there. Now, some positions that don't have the stop, turn, flip your hips, get upfield, hook to flat, those positions that you don't have to utilize all of that, you can get by. But in football, when you're linebackers, it's all about your hips, flipping your feet, and keeping your feet moving, slow until you know type of stuff. So I truly believe that Jabril Cox can give us some of those things because his storyline is very similar to Demo, right? Overshown. So that's just what it is. Rev, appreciate you for the 5 shots, man. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you, man. Let me give you a. This is what it is. So this linebacker room, and we're going to look for the linebackers today in practice. We're going to be looking at Harper. We're going to be looking at Jabril Cox. We're going to be looking at maybe Isaiah Land is now only a defensive edge guy, but he got positional flex. We will still be looking at Land. We will be looking at Clark and LVE, and I hope LVE can continue to teach these boys the right way, and we'll be looking at linebackers. Out of the groups on the defensive side, who do you guys have the most reservations on? Is it LBs? Safety room, shoot, that's good. Cornerback room, shoot, that's good. Because we down to our like third wave, we'll still be okay. I think we'll still be okay with Eric Scott out there. We'll be okay with, I know Nashawn got that high ankle sprain, but we'll be okay with Kelvin Joseph, right? What's our weakest spot on defense? It can't be interior. Jonathan, Big Bo, and we drafted the first round guy, Mozzie, right? He's rotation. I was having a conversation in a group. We in a group chat, believe it or not, NFC East group chat. Lord Bronson is in there. Bad Dog is in there. Louis T, boy. Oh, God, dog, you can't get Louis T to hush now, man. Doggone Washington. Oh, man, the Washington. Ooh, we got to watch out for Sam Howell. You know, we better watch out for him because Louis T, you know what I mean? He's speaking glowingly of his Washington team. But to make a long story short, we were talking about defense and who have the best. Just giving you guys a taste sample. Not going to go deep into it, but who have the best front seven? You know, this will be the debate when we have our roundtable on the 30th of August. And I was going through the list and I said, you know what? Mozzie was a necessary need for us. Even though me, myself, I'm not finna fake with y'all. I would love to have a Nolan Smith, right? I like Nolan Smith, right? And I like Jalen Carter, you know, but he wasn't going to fall all the way down unless, you know, he got guilty. You know, he's innocent because he went to the Eagles. But if he went to the Cowboys, he would have been, that brother's guilty. They would have started bringing up all type of charges. You know, if he had a parking ticket, they would have said, hey, he had a parking ticket now. But don't y'all see the media on how it works? You know, the media right now, they sweeping everything that Jalen Carter ever did in his life under the rug. But let that be a Cowboys Jalen Carter. Shoo. They would have put Sean Carter charges on him. You know, Jay-Z, they would have put some JG, they would have put all type of stuff on him. But that's a whole nother storyline. We drafted Mozzie, and that was a necessary need for us because even if we drafted Nolan Smith, who is he going to start over? Is he going to start over D-Law? Is he going to start over Michael Parsons? Is he better than Sam Williams? Nope. Shoo. So we made a move, and it was a positional, low value positional because it's a defensive tackle. But even if we were to draft a linebacker, who are you going to start over with that pick? Well, we had the 28th or the 29th pick. Teams who draft the most needed the most, right? Teams who got to do all of that stuff need the most. There were nowhere. I can only make an argument that the only person that we could have drafted probably would have been an offensive lineman, right? But unfortunately, we were stacked at wide receiver. Fortunately, unfortunately, we stacked at wide receiver, right? We were already good. We were already good at edge rushers. We were already good at linebackers, right? And we already good at DBs. Who we could have gotten, you know what I'm saying? And because somebody said Joey Porter, I'm seeing Joey Porter getting caught on all in practice, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Gregory says, we had the 26th pick, appreciate you, Brody. Gregory says, could Sam Williams play linebacker? He started off as a linebacker and converted over to a edge rusher at Ole Miss. And I guess in a pivotal situation, you can put him at linebacker. My only thing is, can he cover? You know, that would be my reservation because he seems as if though he's a one-way guy. Not much bend on him, not a lot of bend on him, but he's a 4-4 guy. He's really a good 4-4 guy. So when we drafted Mozzie, that was a necessary pick for, and I know we hate to say this, but it was a developmental pick. Hopefully, you know, he can pick up things, and I will be surprised if he give us one sack. I want you guys to temper the expectations of 7 to 10 sacks in his rookie year down. I want you guys to look at it like this. As long as D-Law eat, Fowler eat, you know, Williams eat, Parsons eat, and if these linebackers, Damone, Clark, and Flo, and get to the point, because we play so much nickel anyway, we only have 2 linebackers out there on the field. And I prefer Damone Clark never to leave the field, by the way. Let me repeat, I prefer Damone Clark never to leave the field, by the way. But I already know how they're going to play the game. We already know it's going to be LVE as the mic, and there's nothing wrong with LVE, by the way. But I'm talking about from an athleticism, because if you have more athletic guys, hook the flat, there. Coming down the field, there. Yeah. So it is what it is. Yes, indeed. So Jay Lombardi says, Mozzie's job is to give Parsons and Tank more than one-on-one matchups. Yeah. And it's a nasty job, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that right, Jay? It's a nasty job. Ain't nobody lining up to do that job. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to be a sewer cleaner. Nobody want to be the person that dumps the septic tank, that goes down and they have signs to say, don't flush the wipes, right? And people flush them anyway, and they got to clog it up, right? It's some nasty work. It is literally.
It's Mr. Nasty Time.
It's the nastiest job out there because here's how it goes. The 4-letter, the 3-letter network, even though they know what he's supposed to do, the pundits, the critics, or what have you, even though they know that this dude's supposed to gobble up and allow someone else to rally and chase, they going to give you the low-hanging fruit stuff, and they're going to say, hey, that's Taco Charlton 2.0. I think Taco even had 3 sacks in his rookie year. What if you guys know is that I'm not trying to say Taco Charlton is not trash or anything, and he was not worthy to even be mentioned right now, but Taco Charlton gave that extra push for D-Law. Keep this in mind. D-Law wasn't motivated to have those 14 sacks and then also have 11 sacks until Charlton got here. D-Law was the F-up kid on the front end. Why? He was PED guy, stay hurt guy, right? And then we fool around and said, all right, well, shoot. I love my guy, Boss Cowboy Sports, on what he say when he said this, and I love his analogy. The dude is super ultra smart with this. The Cowboys don't draft to elevate or what have you, to complement other guys. They draft to replace. They look at a situation and they say, I'm drafting to replace. So here's what they did. They looked at D-Law production and said, you know what? He keep getting PEDs, getting hurt. Let's just go ahead and draft to replace. And they fool around and drafted Taco Charlton. And D-Law was like, oh no, I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. And D-Law showed up and showed out. He did. Shoot, they started representing hot boys and everything. Chain, stomach chain, tattoos, getting hair twisted and everything. They start killing stuff over here in a good way. It's a good way. We can talk. It's football, right? The problem was with Charlton, they tried to flip him and put him on the opposite side. That wasn't his side to play. He's a left defensive end. He's not a right defensive end. But by us already having our left defensive end or whatever side Law play on, it was too many people on that side. But I encourage you guys, look up the 3 to 4 sacks, whatever he had in his Cowboys career. It all came from the spot and the side that he naturally played on. But, Flip says we could have had T.J. Watt. Man, come on, man. Oh, my gosh, man. That would have been crazy, right? Oh, that would have been really nice for us, though. But that's water under bridge, right? We have Randy Gregory at the time, and Randy Gregory and tacos. All right, so here's, shout out to you, Patrice. Yeah, y'all listen to Patrice. She's Sniper Gang. Yeah, so, yeah. So, Scotty, Law plays on the right. So, yeah, he was a right defensive edge guy. Taco right defensive edge guy. So they try to kick Taco to the left side, and bam, there have you. There have you. Those inconsistencies in his game, and he just couldn't flip to both sides. It's just how it goes. All right, so at this time, Cowboy Nation, let's talk about the bubble guys on this list before I depart, and I really appreciate y'all so much, man. The Cowboys bubble guys, and they're gonna have to stand tall. They're gonna have to figure it out. Ain't nobody gonna hold their hands. We shouldn't hold their hands at all as well. But when we look at the depth chart, let me see if I can pull up the depth chart. Give me 1 second. All right, so it's third and second team. Okay, good. I don't know if you guys can see it from here. Let me see if I can fix it up right quick. We're gonna speed through this. So we're going to go third and fourth team. Yeah, if y'all can see that, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Will Greer, he's a bubble guy. I think that he's gone, right? And this is no shade at any of these boys, you know. I think he's gone. Ronald Jones, I think he's gone. He's a bubble guy. Dontario Drummond, I really want him to make the team. He's a special teams kid. Out of this group, I think Bardon is gone. Cropper, he's gone. Tyron Johnson, he's gone. These three guys right here put a big old bubble around Dennis Houston. I think that the only way they can change people's mind off of these guys, bubble guys equal practice swat. They're going to swat up, baby. You said Malik Davis gone? Look at that bubble right there. That's a terrible bubble. Terrible. This weekend, in these next 3 days of practice, can change all of this, right? Can change all of this. Those are the bubble guys for the first 3 groups. All right, so the next 3 groups, let me see if we can get this going. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. The name is Law Nation. Be sure to hit that like, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. All right, so he's gone. You know, he did his job, wonderful job. John Stevens gone, unfortunately. Fant, he's gone. Seth Green, he's gone. Those 3 just like somebody. They done sniped him, man. God dog, man. Y'all got rid of my guys, man. Why y'all got rid of my guys? All right, so they got rid of my guys, unfortunately. Out of this list, bubble. I think TJ Bass make this team, y'all. I like when Alex came in. What's going on with my cursor? Okay, here we go. I like when Alex came in. All right, so these 2 guys right here, bubble guys, man. They on the bubble. I think Earl probably make this team. I think TJ make this team. You know, I know Awesome making this team. That would be 3. Let me go right here. All right. Dang, man, Matt Walesko is in the way, man. Get Matt Walesko. Josh Ball, he's improved, so they're going to work with him. Chuma Edoga is going to draw right through that right there, y'all. I think that it's a situation and scenario that Chuma is gone, right? Farniak, Brock Hoffman, they're going to keep Brock for another year or such. And I think that his leadership, he's a vocal guy, although he played like trash last game. I think that they're going to figure out a way to hold on to him just a little bit longer. I think that this will be our starting lineup anyway, if y'all can see this. 3 Tylers, Zach, and Terrence. You know, it's look funny, don't it? Tyler. And they all spelled the same way, too. Yeah, that's good. Marcus Robinson says, give Cox and Hopper a chance in place of Agent Zero. You talking about changing their number to 0 or just give them a chance to see what they could do juxtaposed to what he did? Yeah. Nah, Ball is out of here. Shout out to TJ Worthy. Appreciate you, man. Thank anybody who just made that donation. I really appreciate y'all so much. All right, so let's stroll all the way down here because I got to speed through it. Actually, I should be gone by now. Let me get on up out of here, though. And we'll have part 2 maybe later on tonight. It'll be a late show, what have you, but I'm going to give you guys some updates on the practice and these sorts of things. Cowboy Nation, if you like what you heard today, if I added any value to you or to the Cowboys community, just do me a huge favor, hit the like, share this content, and let somebody know where to go when they want to tune in to more content like this, and we'll get things going. I might go live at Frisco, I may not, but just hit those notifications. Turn the notifications on, and that will be a great way to catch all of these type of episodes, and we'll get things going in the best way possible. That's been my time. Oh, I can't leave. I just can't leave without giving y'all something, though, man. Come on, man. I just can't leave without just saying something to y'all. I might help somebody. Somebody may have been thinking that their life It's nothing. I've seen so many people reached out to me in my times of lows, right? And to say that, man, Law, you helped me out, man. Sure. I need for you to just do something, man. Because I was gone for about a week. I was crawled up, folded up like a lawn chair. And I ain't talking about the kind that was in Alabama. You know, I was gone. But they said, Lord, we need you, dog. Just give us something, man. And I got this right here. When you're up against the struggles, meet it squarely, face to face. Lift your chin. Set your shoulders. Plant your feet and take a brace. When it's vain to try to dodge it, do the best that you can do. You may fall, which you will do, and you may conquer. But see it through. You know, black may be the clouds about you, and your future may seem grim, but don't let those nerves desert you. Keep yourself in fighting trim. If worse is bound to happen in spite of all that you do, write this down, Cowboy Nation. Running from it will not save you. See it through. My mom always says, see it through, baby, see it through. One way or another. You know, we're not facing new things. We're facing just what other legends have met. Michael Irvin, the playmaker, y'all know. Troy Aikman, Roger Staubach, Emmett, all of those boys had to see it through. So keep your head high, eyes all the way through the finish, baby, and see this through. Old folks say, I thank God I don't look like what I done been through, right? Thank God for those things. Patience. Help is on the way. Country Wayne used to say that all the time. Help is on the way. Help is on the way, and it is. The future is bright as long as you perceive it to be. Manifest it, baby. Everything will work its way out, I promise you. On my way out, Cowboy Nation, hit that like, share this content. If I motivated you, if I push you in the right direction, lean forward just a little bit and tell that like button. Slap it and share it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Damn!
Let's go!
Whoa! Give me my theme music.
Give me my theme music. Give it to me, baby. Ho! Come on. Look at the greatest running back, one of them of all time for your mind. Emmett.
Kind of check or something. I've been really in the field, let her. Yeah.
Roll those cribs.
I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Come on.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take
Shout out to you, Marcus Robinson, Rev, Echoes. Appreciate y'all for sponsoring this show. Until next time.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit.